Alright, so let's trade the Betfair pre-race horse markets. I make these videos here to illustrate one key point. If you want to be a successful trader, you have to learn the basics. You have to understand why you're making mistakes. You have to understand why the markets are moving against you. And you have to start with small stakes. Because if you cannot trade profitably with £2 stakes or £10 stakes, you will never be able to trade with £50 stakes or £100 stakes. So if you're a beginner, you have to start small and you have to understand how and why the market moves, all right? So I trade live, so I do hum and haw, and I do miss certain opportunities because trading live and recording and talking to you is difficult, okay? But I do my best to try and illustrate to you why the market moves and how it moves, okay? So we'll jump in now and do some trading. So here we are at Kelso. It's only 4 horses racing. So these ones can be tricky, but with these ones here, it's very important to keep a track of which horses are reacting to each other, because obviously, because it's such a small field, the prices can move quite quickly. So for this one here, I'm just going to have a little look around. You can see by the charts here that the second favourite has been drifting and the favourite has been coming in. But obviously, as always, things will liven up quite drastically once you get to the 5-minute mark. So I'm just going to pause the video here now, and I'll come back in a few minutes, I think. But what I'll do in the meantime, I will jump ahead here and jump in with a few positions here and get myself ahead of the queue, just so that if these horses start to drift, then I can jump in quickly with a little scalp. I'll do the same here. Because you can see the favourite now is just settled on the 2.48, but obviously, you know, when the big boys come in the market and they start throwing around thousands of pounds, then this will either come in or drift. I anticipate that the drift on these will be quite substantial. So for these here, like I said, you need to be careful you don't end up on the wrong side of the drift or the steam, because but I'll pause the video now and I'll come back in a minute. So you can see now the favourite is starting to drift off and it's about to hit my first position here, and it's been taken straight away, and hopefully that will match that one, which it has. Lovely. And you know, with this kind of thing, I'm gonna jump in on the lay side here, on the favourites, just with anticipation that it's going to keep drifting. But I'll leave it a second here. I'm going to see if the price jumps back down again for a few ticks first, and then I'll jump on the lay side if that happens. So you can see both my trades here have been taken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on the lay side here for a £20 stake, just because my gut feeling tells me that this might continue to drift. I'll pop in a few exit positions here, and again, in the meantime, you know, I'm going to keep an eye on the traded volume or the matched bets on the favourite, and I'm going to just basically try and see where the money's coming in. Because at the moment there is a fair bit of money coming in for the second favourite and third favourite, which is good, which is exactly what I want. But in the meantime, I will scalp out another tick or two from the favourite here. You can see that first one has been taken there, and now my first exit has been taken. I'll put my stop loss down here, and you can see that that's my trade filled. So at this point, I can probably exit these ones here, and they're never going to get filled up there. I'll do the same down here. And with only 2 minutes on the clock, I might just leave this trade here. Because you can see now, you know, that's a big drift there. So that's, you know, you see what I mean there about what I was saying about You want to be careful not to get caught on the wrong side of these, because when they drift quite heavily, and so you want to learn how to read the market first. So you can see the horses are making their way down, and at this point I'll keep trading, but I don't know if I'm gonna re-enter the market again. So you can see the third figure here is not pushing through the 4 there at all. Now at this point, how they line up will definitely have an effect on the prices. So but you can see the 4th figure here is drifting as well. Well, you know what, to be honest, I'm just going to leave this. I'm just going to cash this off here, and that'll be it. Mainly because, like I said, with these ones, because of the drastic moves here in the favourite and stuff, I don't want to get caught out and lose my profit here. So basically, as I said before many times, it's about learning how the market moves. Okay, just like I did there. Okay, I called it, it happened, and I'm quite happy with the way I executed that. And like I said, if I was using £100 stakes there, I'd be in a £14 profit right now. Okay, so it's about making the right decisions. So if you're a beginner trader, do not rush in with large stakes, because if you do not understand why a trade went wrong or whatever, then there's no point in you trying. But what I'm going to do here is, in the last couple of seconds, no, I was going to re-enter there, but I'm not, because they're lining up now. So, but anyway, I'll jump on to the next race here and keep trading.